Oh, are you going out?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm worried about Angela.
Somebody says she's been arrested.
Yeah.
I suppose the finger of suspicion is bound at some stage to point at the spouse in these circumstances. After all, in many such cases...
Right, Angela's innocent.
No, what I'm meaning is...
She was terrified, convinced that the murderer was going to come back for her, for the children, convinced.
Right.
She's been through so much, and now to be interrogated about losing him.
Well, I'm sure as long as she persists in telling them the truth...
Well, it's not that simple.
Is it not?
Well, they won't believe her.
I don't see why they shouldn't.
Well, they'll assume that one lie is the same as another, won't they? A small lie implies that she could tell a big one.
What small lie? Hayley, if you have information which has some bearing on a case as serious as this...
She was desperate. She had to get the police to protect them again. There was no other way.
Other way than what?
That letter she got, the threatening one.
From Sheffield, yeah?
Yeah, it wasn't from them. She sent it herself. She had no choice, Roy.
Well, it seems unwise at best, given the circumstances.
She couldn't keep on waiting and hoping that everything would be OK. Not when Katie and Craig's lives were at stake.
Well, perhaps, but then to tangle herself up in deceits might be considered, well, a little foolish. I can see why the police might question that this was the action of an innocent woman.
It was!
What, to go to the trouble of taking a false letter to Sheffield?
Yes, well, another innocent woman in that case, not Angela. It was me. I posted it. Which is how I know that she isn't a murderer. She's a desperate, terrified widow, afraid for her children's lives.
Hey, you may as well put that straight on him. Cut out the slapper in the middle.
No, jealous of Willis.
Well, you can't even tell me his name.
Yeah, well, there'll be plenty of time for talking when I get to your age.
What did you think, Sally? I thought she was a bit young. I think holiday cover needs experience.
Well, Lisa's more experienced than she looks.
Yeah, I mean, you said you thought she was a bit young, didn't you?
No.
Yes, you did. Bimboish was the exact word.
I said I thought she'd do fine. I'm sure that she's very professional.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Still, as long as she keeps the place ticking over, eh?
Can I tempt you with a glass of champagne?
No, well, half bitter will be fine.
Well, where's Deirdre? She'll have a glass of champagne.
Deirdre is prioritising, telling her ex-husband the news over celebrating it with me.
Well, you can't blame her for not going into the pub every time you two get engaged. I mean, you'd never be out of here.
Yeah, well, this is the last time. Nothing is going to get in the way of this wedding, I promise you that.
I take it you're not asking Ray to be your best man?
Ray will be nowhere near it.
I know, I prefer you like this. It's like a breath of fresh air. Mr. Model High Ground being just as ungenerous as us mere mortals.
Nice hotel. Is there a minibar?
Oh, don't go in there. Ray's asleep.
Sorry, Ray, mate. Who's Ray?
My dad, well, technically.
You got a technical dad? Useful.
Not in there either, because Dad's on the sofa.
Right. A different dad. A non-technical one.
Just Go upstairs and I'll fetch you something from the minibar.
Okay.
It's the left-hand door when you look at both doors.
Right.
No, left.
No, I mean right, as in right, I'll go on the one on the left.
Just don't go in the other one because if you wake my gran, she'll keep my mum up mothering all night.
I'll tell you what, I'll wait here.
No. Go in the left-hand door and wait for me there, okay? Oh, but don't turn the light on in my room because you'll wake the baby.
The baby.
Here we are.
Thanks.
You know, we mustn't overlook the possibility that Angela's arrest is unconnected to the issue of the letter.
Well, why else would they arrest her now? Straight after she's meant to be threatened by that gang. Angela isn't enjoying a nice cup of cocoa on a chocolate finger, but she's got a dry crust and water.
You know very well from your own unfortunate experience that that will not be the case. She will have had something to eat and a hot drink.
It's because of my own unfortunate experience that I can't bear to think of her in that cell, alone, fearing for the lives of her children, and on top of that, still grieving for poor Tommy. Oh, I've got to go down there, tell them the truth about that letter.
I'm sure the police are more than capable of separating out a small deception from the heinous act of murder. I strongly advise that on this occasion you simply wait and see what happens next.
But if I go down there, I might be able to help.
Drink your cocoa. I mean, she might not be feeling as badly as you fear. After all, as you keep saying, she has innocence on her side.
Let's just go and get drunk somewhere. And just drink and not care.
Katie, you and Craig need to stay together.
Oh, you don't want me?
Maybe not. But he needs you.
What about what I need? Mine. And take me home. And take me to bed, please. Please.
No.
No! Oh, what, am I contaminated or something?
Come on, Katie, you know why not?
I'm a bit old for you now. You're gonna look out for something younger.
Oh, my dad! Craig, get off me!
Martin.
Hey, I forgot to say congratulations last night. I meant to.
Yeah, I'm sure. Did you run the date past Tracy?
First time Deirdre's ever listened to me.
Give me a chance.
Was it him who made you change your mind?
No. We just had a conversation.
A conversation?
Oh, Ken, don't start. Can't you just be pleased? Speak of the devil.
Me or him?
Morning. Who's real and who's technical then?
Oh, right, well, that's my mum, that's my dad, and that's Ray. This is, Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan.
You sure? Not Tom, Dick or Harry? Or are you saving them for next week?
Oh, here we go. Got a problem with him, have you?
No, I got a problem with you. Trawling for another baby, are you? Using this place like a brothel for fun?
All right, Ray.
You have got no right to say out about my life.
Good, I'm glad. So should you be. Because if it were up to me, I'd have you thrown out in the street till you learn some respect.
Yeah, well, you can't throw anyone out anywhere because this is our house and not yours. The only thing in this house that's yours, Ray, is the morphine. So why don't you take the lot, eh?
That's enough, Tracy. Nathan, would you like a cup of tea?
I think I left my jacket upstairs. I'll just go and get it.
I didn't kill Tommy.
Can you organise us a cup of tea, please?
I didn't kill Tommy.
OK, all right. Sit down, Mrs Harris.
There's a gang out there. They stabbed a young man to death in front of my eyes and they shot my husband. They would have let me daughter die.
Mrs Harris, I'm not the police.
I need to be with my children. I didn't kill Tommy.
You must realise that what you have or haven't done is unimportant to me.
And is it unimportant to you that I loved him? And that my children might be next? You have to tell them they have to let me go.
The car park was deserted. I must have been the only one to cop off last night.
Yeah, well, if you'd have waited 2 minutes, I'd have come with you.
Another 2 minutes in your house. I'd have gone as mad as them lot.
Oh, and I suppose your family's completely normal.
I don't have a grand like yours. It was like meeting Gollum in a nightie.
Oh, was it?
Hi, Louise, it's Steve. Hiya. Listen, I wondered whether I could pick your brains again. It's a complicated one, this. When a child is not in the immediate care of her father, is it considered OK for him to ask a strange woman out for a drink? Hypothetically, that is. Compulsory, is it? Well, you're the expert. Do you know of any strange women who would like to meet me in the Roses for a drink?
If I'm going to get a snog every time I insult your family, then I've got something to say about your mum's waist belts.
I think you're funny, you, don't you?
I'd say looks, charms, sex appeal, body and intelligence have the edge of a funny, but yeah, pretty funny. Anyway, love to stop, but got to see a man about a job.
No, aye. What job? You teach arrogance studies at college, do you?
No, I'm a mechanic, and a good one.
A mechanic? You know, the bloke down the road's just lost a mechanic. In fact, I could give you a few tips to get on the right side of him.
Yeah?
Yeah. Come on, you can drop me off at the shop on the way.
It's understandable, really, isn't it, that she wanted the police protection sorted. I mean, you would have felt terrible yourselves, wouldn't you, if she'd been murdered and then you'd been left thinking, oh, I wish we'd taken her worries more seriously, you know. I mean, no offence.
Sounds like she put a great deal of trust in you, telling you about this letter.
Well, she was so frightened. To be honest, I doubt she'd have made it to Sheffield herself.
No?
Which is why I offered to post it. If she hadn't been so desperate. I mean, it's not the sort of thing I'd do. I were right jumpy on train. I'd probably look like I were in one of them Agatha Christie things. And
Don't tell me any more, Mrs Cropper, not without a tape.
Oh, well, I need to get back to work. I honestly
Lady
don't...
Cropper, I'm arresting you for attempting to pervert the course of justice. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you may later rely on in court.
You Kevin?
Kev! Something wrong with your car?
Liz? She wouldn't dare give me trouble.
Not took you long before you needed me.
Well, you was there, and he was asking for you, so...
Little bird tells me after a mechanic. Let him in clearing out the deadwood. I respect a hard line, Kev. You can't get in the mornings to one of your lads lying on his back, refusing to lift a finger. Well, that's plain bad manners.
Who's this clown?
An unemployed mechanic. But you could change all that.
No way. You're still unemployed. Same as my last mechanic, still murdered, all right?
Sorry, I'm not late, am I? Have you been here long?
Scotty?
Do you want the same again? No, I mean, sorry, do you want the same for the first time? Or... Tell you what, I'll just let you come to the bar, shall I?
I thought I'd get here early and think of something else to talk about rather than kids.
Any luck?
We could talk about you.
How's Amy?
She's gorgeous. You just changed the subject. Do you, white wine?
Well, that explains one thing anyway. I'd have been even less sympathetic with our Tracy if I'd known what was driving her.
Why? What happened?
Oh, don't ask. It's just there's enough tension in our house as it is without her causing more.
White wine and a pint, please.
Just relax. It's only a date.
Relax, look, I'm fine. I'm all right.
Can I get you anything?
Shotgun.
Sorry. Would a cup of tea do?
Aye, milk. A couple of tabs of arsenic.
We're out of arsenic, I'm afraid.
I'll believe you, I suppose. I'm sure if you had some, you'd give it me.
Hope I'd draw the line there. Ray, I want you to come to the wedding.
Should I get the dosage on this morphine checked? Or has Deirdre been squeezing your thumbs?
Deirdre doesn't even know I'm asking you. So? Will you come?
Why? I ruined the last attempt, didn't I?
Yes, and not just the wedding day. But I'm running out of energy for resentment and anger. And I'd like things to be different here. Starting with me.
Top table, is it? Ken, I did her a lot of harm. And Tracy. If I could go back, I'd live a more careful life. But you've made a family here. You've done right by them. I envy that.
I've made plenty of mistakes.
And you've got time left. Balance them all out. Big of you to invite me. If I'm conscious, I'll come. And if not, just prop me up in the corner. I'll try not to smell too bad.
Mrs. Harris.
You should be out there, looking for the men who did this. We've been threatened. You saw the letter?
Yes, and we're taking it very seriously.
Then let me be with my children.
If you're so concerned about the safety of your children, you'll want this over with quickly, and the quickest way is to cut straight to the truth.
Did you at least let somebody know that I was here? Really?
Oh, so sorry. I should have listened to you.
Are you all right? Are you free to go?
They made me sign something. I betrayed Angela. No, I have.
Sign what?
To say that I'd be a witness if it came to trial.
They made you sign it?
Oh, I couldn't bear to spend any more time in there.
Well, they forced you?
No, but they made it clear that if I did it, I'd be free to go with a caution. And I couldn't spend a night in that cell.
Come on, then. Let's get you home.
I'm really sorry.
Where's a porter when you need one?
A what?
A porter for all your baggage. Guess what I do when I meet a man with baggage?
Avoid him? No.
Joking.
What then?
I give him space. I give him space. I'm gonna get on this bus now, and all the fear you had just then will turn to disappointment. I'd rather leave you regretting that we didn't kiss than that we did. Call me.
So you were in all evening watching telly, but you can't remember a single programme you saw or advert. How about a theme tune?
I don't remember. They were now out of the ordinary, so it didn't stick in my mind.
Now out of the ordinary, apart from your husband being murdered?
I didn't know that till the next day. Maybe the shock, maybe that's why I can't remember.
Or maybe because you weren't at home at all. Why'd you go over to the garage, Mrs. Harris?
I didn't.
At no point?
I said I wasn't there.
Why did you kill your husband? Was it a row? Because those closest to us know which buttons to push, don't they?
Client's answered your question. She needs a break.
He was my teenage crush. My first boyfriend. My husband. The father of my children. I wouldn't just have emptied my life, my children's life. I just couldn't have.
Oh, that's touching. What would you say to me if I were to tell you that we have a witness, reliable witness, who informs us that you were in the garage on the night your husband was murdered?
I'd say they were lying.
Oh, that's interesting.
I wasn't there. How could anybody see me?
Our witness says you were.
Then they're lying. Question them, not me. Ask them why they're putting me through this over something I didn't do. Who is it, this witness?
You.
For the benefit of the tape, we're showing Mrs. Harris the forensic report.
One of your hairs was found in your husband's blood on the floor of that garage, in his blood, which situates you in the garage on the night he was killed. So I'd have to agree with you, Mrs. Harris. My witness has been lying. Now, how about we start again, but this time with the truth?